I believe at the end of the day that company that's going to do well in the new era of banking is the one that has the strongest culture. So let's talk about the foundation of our organization. You know, for most of my professional life, I have to admit I kind of operated without a personal playbook. I thought that just simply showing up at the office and doing my best would be enough to generate some type of success for my life. And I was very uncertain about what success meant. I was not well-defined. It was not a well-defined issue for me. But I was fortunate enough that early on in my career, I worked for a small company that believed in and thought what was important was very much aligned with what I believed in and thought what was important. You see, that was really an important part of my life because I could have made some really wrong turns at that point. And it wasn't until they sold their company and I was all of a sudden working for a much larger organization that I understood how important it was that I get real clarity around what success looked like and what happiness meant for me. And therein lies a pretty defining moment for me, because it was at that point that my brother Paul and my good friend Dale Porter was insisting that we start this bank. And I couldn't grasp my mind around why it was important because I didn't really understand clearly what was important to me and how I define success. But ultimately I did, and ultimately we came to the conclusion that this would be a good thing and that we should do this. So in my short experience with a large organization, and as we begin to get the company off the ground, I really kind of felt like it was important that we build an environment that would create unity and trust if we were going to have a strong and different and unique culture. And it didn't take me long to figure out, too, that I had no clue on how to do that. So I called on my friend Tommy Dowling, and for those of you that know Tommy Dowling, you know that he doesn't really take on an assignment without conditions. And he said, Rick, I'm going to help you with this, but there's a couple things that you have to agree to. And one of those things is that you have to agree that there's nothing more important than defining what's important. That would be our purpose and our values, why our company exists, and how we treat each other and our customers as we continue to grow our company. The other thing he said that you have to agree to is that you have to understand that for you to build a winning organization, that you have to build it through the efforts of a collective team and not through the contributions of individuals, which is about our culture and teamwork. So he sent me away. He sent me away to draft our values and our purpose, and I spent the next year of my life doing that. And I'm not talking about a retreat for a weekend. I'm talking about a year plus of rewriting and writing and rewriting and writing until I finally got it down on paper, until I finally had captured what was ultimately important to me. Now, the values of First Reliance Bank aren't the only good values in the world, but they are the things that are non-negotiables in my life, and they are the things that are non-negotiables for this organization as well. And I think we'd also agree that having a purpose and a clear set of values just kind of give us a compass for clear thinking. Excuse me. I think we would also, too, agree that not being passionate about that purpose and not living those values, if we don't do those things, it's just going to be hard for us to take our company to the next level.